committed to helping shelter animals across America find their forever homes. And joining us now with another heartwarming happy tale is our pet rescue expert, Larissa, with Laura Troxel and little Alice.
Hi, guys.
Larissa, how many happy tales are we up to so far?
So we have now reached 734.
Wow.
That's that I know of. Now, here's what happens. I'm the one that usually does all the emailing to keep up, and so I haven't been able to keep up with all of them. So I'm sure there are more than that, but I'm saying 734 that I know of today, and I will be finding out our next number very soon.
So is Alice part of that 734?
So Alice is the 734 that almost didn't happen because we needed a really cute pup on the day that Alice came on, who was Snowy at the time. I was told that we wanted a really cute little fluff dog because, you know, we've tried to vary it all up. So I had the rescue that was supposed to bring Snowy at the time called and canceled. They couldn't make it. And they said, well, if you can pick her up, we can make it happen. So I drove and picked her up and got to work late and then was all frazzled. And I'm so glad that I got frazzled because it ended up being the best possible outcome that could happen.
So was Alice's name Snowy before?
Snowy, yes. Alice used to be Snowy, and Laura saw Snowy, and it was over.
So, Laura, I know from speaking with you a little bit that you really, in your heart, had intended on adopting a dachshund one day. But when you saw Snowy/Alice, it all changed. What happened?
Yeah, I mean, I hadn't had a dog in a long time. I grew up with dachshunds. My parents still have dachshunds. So I thought that's what I really wanted. And then I saw Snowy, who I then named Alice, and she was just the best thing ever. She was so cute and so fluffy. And she reminded me of a lamb that I had growing up. I grew up on a farm in Wisconsin named Smiley Alice. And she looked just like her, and it was love at first sight. And I thought about it, and I just knew I had to have her.
Well, you know what? You're not kidding when you say that Snowy looked like Smiley Alice. We actually have photos of both of them side by side. Take a look at this. She really does look like Smiley the lamb.
So cute.
And
look at her. She's settled in, and seeing you, you know, I've known you for a little bit, and seeing you and how you interact with her is just so heartwarming. I feel like you've both changed each other.
Yeah, how is she? How is she adjusting to home life?
She's adjusting really well. We were fortunate. She was pretty much housebroken when we got her. And she sleeps with us in the bed now, and she follows me around everywhere. She's very much my dog, and always needs to know where I'm at, and she's just brought me so much joy. I can't even describe how great she's been.
Oh, Laura, this is why we do this, and I know this is why you do this, Larissa, for stories just like this, you know, so you both found each other, and we're so happy.
You know what's funny is that you wanted a dachshund. Every time I had a dachshund on, I heard from Laura, let me see that dog, let me, you know, what are the stats? And you were traveling last week. There was so much against you taking Alice home because it wasn't the easiest time of year with the holidays and going back to Wisconsin, and you ended up making it happen. You knew that you needed this dog, and she did very well in the snow, might I add, in Wisconsin.
She loved it.
And you guys have just brought so much to each other.
So she's a good traveler, too.
She's a good traveler. She had a great time.
Miles?
Yep, she had a great time running around in the snow back home in the big backyard.
Look at that.
And look at her coming out of her shell, too, because she was, you know, was really timid at first. And then in that snow, she's zooming around. It's so
And this
nice
is exactly why you can't judge a doggy who is in a cage, or, you know, you really have to get the doggy out. So, Larissa, remind us about our 2 adoptable doggies that we have today that are looking for their forever home.
Yes, so we started today with Max, who is a Maltese, purebred Maltese, at a rescue here in Southern California. So darn cute. Has the cutest little prance and snaggletooth.
Oh my gosh, looks a little bit like Alice.
I know, seriously. 8 years old. He's 4 pounds. He is just adorable and would be an amazing lap dog, but also loves to explore his surroundings and would do well with kids, with other dogs. He's in a foster home with 5 other little ones, and he does very well. So he is available at Maltese Rescue California. Their website is malteserescuecalifornia.org. And of course, just another wonderful example of a purebred, hypoallergenic dog that you can find in rescue that truly needs a home. And they can live to 15, 18, 20 years, those dogs.
Goodness,
so 8 years old is like a toddler.
Yeah.
And then we also saw Jasmine today, and Jasmine is up in Northern California, Santa Maria Valley Humane Society. She is a boxer Staffordshire Terrier mix. That's what we believe. Now, she is only 3 3.5 years old, and she has been at the shelter for over a year. So most of her life has been there, and her life prior to that was living in a small kennel in someone's backyard, and we were told she looks up a lot because all she was used to for the first year or so of her life was looking up because she had walls around her.
so
That's
sad.
just heartbreaking. And she's available and truly needs a wonderful home where she can see the world up, down, and around.
And
So
she's
please,
so sweet. I mean,
Santa Maria Valley.
seriously, she needs a home. She needs a good 1 year of her life. She was in the little run where she was looking up, and the other 1.5 years, she's been in a rescue.
So sad. And, you know, I want to ask you, now that you have brought a baby into your life and really given it an adoption ever after, what would you tell other people who are thinking about it?
Don't hesitate. I mean, I waited for so long because I was like, oh, I don't know if it's the right time. I don't know if I can do it. I work long hours. And you know what? You make it work because they're worth it every single day. They're just
really
the best.
We're so happy for you guys. Looks like love at first sight. And as always, if you guys want more information on how to adopt pets featured on our show, just go to hallmarkchannel.com and savedbyvl.com.
Yes. And look into Jasmine and Max. They both have
Yes.
their homes. All right, come on back, everyone. More with the family on the other side.